Hi friends, today we are going to explore Eldorado Canyon State Park in Colorado. Just 30 minutes from Boulder, the drive to Eldorado Canyon State Park is an adventure in itself. As you leave the city behind, the road winds through towering red rocks and narrow canyon walls. It almost feels like entering another world. The moment you start seeing those massive sandstone cliffs, you know you are in for something special. The drive alone is worth the trip. Before you go, here are a few tips to make your visit smooth. The park gets busy, especially on weekends. Arrive early because parking is limited. There's a day use fee of $10 per vehicle, or you use your Colorado State Parks pass. Cell service is spotty, so download maps ahead of time and bring water, sun protection, and sturdy shoes. The terrain can be very rugged. As we arrive at the visitor center, we asked about the different trails that we can take. The Fowler Trail was a great warm-up, flat, scenic, and perfect for beginners trail, where we can pass rock climbers scaling the canyon walls and get sweeping views of South Boulder Creek. Right outside the visitor center, we found a little surprise, a hummingbird feeder buzzing with activity. Dozens of hummingbirds darting around almost too fast for the eye to follow. It's one of those small moments that just makes your day. We started our hike on the Fowler Trail, one of the most accessible and scenic trails in the park. It's a gentle path with sweeping views of the canyon. Great for families and easy enough for kids. Our little one, who is now 12, joined the Junior Ranger program. The park provides a booklet where kids can learn about the local flora and fauna, geology, and park safety. As we walked, he filled in pages about the different types of trees, birds, and even animals' tracks we spotted. Long before it became a state park in 1978, Eldorado Canyon had a wild and colorful past. In the early 1900s, it was a resort destination. The Crags Hotel once stood high on the ridge before it burned down in 1912. Imagine riding a tram from Boulder just to have dinner with a canyon view. Geologically, these cliffs are over 1 billion years old, made mostly of Precambrian granite and sandstone. It's like walking through deep time. As we continued on the trail, the scenery kept changing. Lush trees, cliffside views, and birds singing overhead. Walking here is like stepping through layers of history, both natural and human. You feel the age of the earth in the rocks and the legacy of those who passed through before us. We started our hike on the Fowler Trail as that was the most accessible trail. As you move deeper into the trail, it begins to narrow. The rock walls feels closer. On the other side, you are suddenly walking along cliffs that drop steeply into the canyon below. It's not dangerous, but it definitely gives you that wow moment. Since we visited in late May, some sections of the trail were waterlogged. Snow melt and spring rains had pooled in low spots, making parts of the path muddy and slick. It added a bit of adventure, especially for the kids who loved splashing through it. There are a few wooden bridges and well-trodden side routes that help you get around the wettest areas, but it's a good idea to wear waterproof shoes if you are coming in spring or early summer. At times you will find yourself stopping just to look up. The sheer vertical cliffs are mesmerizing, and you will often see climbers halfway up, tiny dots clinging to the rocks. As we got further along the Fowler Trail, the terrain started to change. We came across sections where large rocks and boulders had tumbled onto the path over time, probably from erosion of freeze-thaw cycles cracking the canyon walls. It turned into a little adventure of its own. We took our time climbing up on the rocks, hopping from one to the next, and just having fun with it. Looking up at the cliffs, we spotted rock climbers, tiny as ants against the massive rock faces, carefully making their way up sheer walls hundreds of feet high. Watching them from below gave us a whole new appreciation for the scale and skill involved in climbing here. As we were blown away by the rock climbers scaling the massive canyon walls, we decided to give it a try ourselves. Of course, on smaller hills. That was much fun. On the way back, we stopped by South Boulder Creek, a calm, peaceful spot with cool, clear water. We kicked off our shoes and just listened to the sound of the river. After a hike, there's nothing better than sitting by a river like this. Feet in the water, sun on your face, it's a perfect Colorado moment. We did this hike in late May and the weather was just right, sunny, mid-60s and everything starting to bloom. Whether you are a climber, hiker or just someone who loves nature, this park has something for you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
I will respect and keep safe the plants, animals, people, and history that make it special to me.
Thank you.
There you are.